this is Crown Land, but I've heard some rumors that we're not supposed to be camping. At least the other one near here, so I don't know about this one specifically.
Which makes no sense, because Crown Land should be Crown Land.
Yeah. If you ask anyone about Southern Ontario, the answers are almost always the same. Toronto, drugs, highways, suburbs, and farmland. Unfortunately, that's all anyone thinks of when they hear Southern Ontario. It's ugly, void of nature, and just laughable. Everyone not from here looks down on us. And even when people aren't hating, they're suggesting we go somewhere else, or that Southern Ontario just isn't good enough. Only one person in our comments actually understood the true beauty that lays here.
Southern Ontario may not have the mountains and the valleys of BC and Northern Ontario. The places to camp here are very scarce and far between. But if you try hard enough, you can find amazing views and the perfect place to spend the night.
Starting today, we're leaving from St. Thomas and backpacking across Southern Ontario. It's going to be challenging. Crown land is scarce, and sometimes camping is restricted depending on the piece of crown you find. But for these next few months, we're going to be dedicated to finding every single piece of crown land in Southern Ontario. All the beautiful sights that you could possibly see. Honey holes, stealth camping spots, or anywhere you could possibly think of to enjoy nature. The elevated park, or the old railroad, was the perfect place to start our journey. This trail goes on for miles, and it was going to take us past some beautiful spots. It was also going to take us straight to our first campsite. No, not there. That's restricted. There. This is quite possibly the worst trail we have ever backpacked through. There's full-on skating ponds in our way. So, how are you feeling about this hike so far?
When you have like 5 pounds of mud on your boots, it becomes hard to walk a little bit.
We finally got into the forest after quite the muddy
mess.
Yeah, that hike was horrendous.
Yeah, like the mud just piles on your boots, and
it's just impossible to walk. And there was like 3 to 5 foot holes in the middle of the road.
Yeah, it's like strapping multiple bricks to your feet. Yeah. Now we're at the edge of the forest, and we just gotta find somewhere that suits what we need for a shelter tonight.
Yeah, it looks like a good camping spot, and got to be careful with the fire tonight because the ground is just littered in dry leaves, and I'd rather not get an arson charge. So we're gonna be really careful with it because they're very dry. Even though all the snow just melted on them, they're still, well, mostly
a little bit damp,
they'd go up,
but they would go
up. So we're gonna be really careful with that, and we're gonna practice some no trace camping and be really safe, because that's the most important part, especially when you're on Crown land. Like, we have very few of it left, especially in Southern Ontario. So we got to preserve it and just respect nature as best we can. So we're only going to be touching felled trees tonight. We're not going to be, destroying any of the nature around us, and being really careful. So
you hear the Fingal wildlife area is getting destroyed by ATV.
Isn't it? Yeah. ATVs are great. There's just, does kind of mess up the ecological. So we're going to go find a place to spot to camp in this forest, and hopefully we don't get too cold tonight. It's pretty warm right now, but temperatures are supposed to go down a little bit, so.
Yep.
So you can see that those slanted sticks there, those were definitely put there by a person. So I think somebody's already found our secret camping spot, but good for them, man. And they clearly didn't destroy anything. Also, if you look to your left, there seems to be a teepee right there. Clearly a good spot to camp.
Fine.
I'm pretty wet, dude.
Lift your end down. That's still sketchy.
Well, yeah, and then we'll just get another stick right here.
Like, why did they get heavier? Pivot it under there.
It's gotta go a little more. Right here?
Yeah. On the other side of that knot. Towards me. Yeah, right there. Woo! Okay, now pound this on the ground. Separate that. You wouldn't believe how much this was.
How much was the paracord?
$3.
$3 paracord. Where'd you get it?
Amazon.
Oh, that's pretty good, eh?
So it doesn't need to be like the best. Because you throw it out every time.
Yeah, you do. I've yet to keep a piece of paracord. All right, that wall's sturdy enough, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Between the roots, how disgusting the ground is. Okay, yep.
And then just fold that underneath.
MTV Cribs. Run us through it.
There's not much going on, but we do have a tarp down on the floor for reasons. But we do have a window back there. That is probably the key feature.
We're gonna be sleeping close together though. That peak is very sharp.
We finally set up our tent, got all the wood collected. Doing all that, we've gotten quite hungry, so the next step is get something on, cook. So.
Dinner time. And I think we're having Dallas's famous chili. So,
you know, it's easy, right? Like, it doesn't have to be this big complex
no
thing.
We do have to do a complex dinner at some point. Like really cook like a gourmet meal in the woods. That'd be good. It does take time and a lot of ingredients, and you know, that's cumbersome.
And you're always focusing on something else, right?
Absolutely.
Like
survival. Is the tree gonna fall on us?
No. Get everything going and Get some food to eat.
Time for some good grub.
We brought 2 bags of chili and the small pot, which is probably not the best idea, but we got it to fit by cramming it in there. I don't know how long it will take to cook, but we're eating tonight at least.
Oh, that's stretchy.
What do you have bread with in the morning? Oh,
Bacon and eggs. Yep. Oh.
I'm waking up early. I don't know about you.
Yeah, we're going to bed. I'm pretty early, I would imagine. See, look at this. Now I'm not going to burn my fingers.
Tradition, you know?
Tradition. Yeah, I have officially burnt all 10 of my fingertips. Burn the fingertips. Oh, whew. They're very sticky.
This is fun.
This is a hoot, I must say. Jeez, you're going hunting in these woods.
Like hunting gun.
You know, usually when I cook chili, I put some butter on the bottom and along the sides of the thing I'm cooking it in so it doesn't stick and burn to the bottom.
It brings you back to the first time we did this on the railroad. We had the exact same thing for dinner.
Yeah, except it was a lot worse when we did it on the abandoned railroad, and I almost burnt down a forest.
That is true.
That's true. I tipped, we had a jet burner going, and I tipped the jet burner over and almost lit a whole bush on fire. It was brutal. It was brutal.
That was right before we were spooked by someone walking through the woods in front of us.
Yeah, and then we got caught.
And then, yeah, we got caught.
So hopefully it doesn't happen again, because this is Crown land, but I've heard some rumors that we're not supposed to be camping. At least what the other one near here, so.
Which makes no sense, because Crown land should be Crown land.
Yeah, and I mean, we looked up all the policies, and it's like, it's listed as general use, and recreational use is listed
Camping
as yes.
Crown land. Like, when you think Crown land, camping comes to mind.
Yeah, camping or hunting.
Or off-roading, right?
Yeah.
Like, things like
Backcountry shit.
Yeah, anything you want to do. To an extent.
To an extent, yeah.
With the nature. I'd leave the walls up.
Yeah. I mean, I'd say maybe take the paracord away. Because I wouldn't want an animal to get strangled on it or something. Or try to eat it. I hear coyotes.
How dangerous are they?
Coyotes? I mean, in a pack, sure, but they're usually solo, so.
They're not really close, are they?
No, they're pretty far. You'd hear them. Are they coming for our chili? That might be the YouTube video. We got cornered by a pack of coyotes.
What concerns me is the open-end tent.
Yeah, could you imagine getting cornered in there by a coyote? Jeez. Ooh! Yeah, I'm pretty close to them. My centers are cooking pretty good. Coyotes are pretty scared of people, I'll be honest. I've chased a few a coyote in my day. Nope.
Not done?
Nope. It's getting there. That's edible. Oh, it's good too. It's just not warm enough yet. Alright. There's our bread. Hopefully it's cooked enough. You want to pass me the butter? I'll butter these up a little bit. Because I don't know if anyone likes dry bread, but it's not it.
I'm not cold though, are you?
No, not really. It's like, I think -2 right now, and it feels like room temperature outside. So the chili is really good, as always. And the bread was perfectly cooked and also good. I think just as a camping food, it's amazing. It's dough. Like, you just bring in a bag and you cook on site. It's perfect. And it's easy. It's just flour, yeast, a little bit of sugar, a little bit of salt, and some water. It's easy to make, and it just, throw it on the fire and you're good to go. It honestly sounds like Coyote Fight Club outside. So we're going to have to be careful tonight.
They'd be more curious about what's going on.
Yeah,
right?
honestly. Just scare them off quick. They're really not too much of a bother. But we're in our tent right now, or our tarps. And it's pretty warm in here. That fire's keeping us toasty, so.
Yeah, it's directly in front of us. Probably about 2 feet away from the opening of this tent.
I don't think staying warm tonight's going to be an issue at all. So, but tomorrow we're going hiking and fishing, so that should be fun. And I think we're gonna turn in for the night and stay alert for coyotes. And I mean, you guys will see if we get a coyote encounter throughout the night. So stay posted for that.
I'm not very cold at all, so.
No, I'm pretty toasty, and it's not.
And it's -5 out, I think.
Yeah,
So.
not bad. And this is the coldest it's gonna get all night, so can't get any worse than this.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Alright, so it's currently 5 in the morning, and as you guys just heard, some coyotes are going absolutely nuts. We've kind of had a terrible sleep. I mean, I stayed warm, but Dallas was freezing all night. So I think on account of the coyotes and how terrible of a sleep we've been having, we're just going to pack up now, skip breakfast, and just go fishing and hiking, because I don't want to deal with those coyotes, and I don't think we're going to get back to sleep. Like, they were going nuts. I'm kind of scared, honestly. Let's go. Let's get out of here. So this is the forest that we camped in last night. We've got all our stuff packed up in the car loaded. We're about to go fishing now, and we'll find some good spots to hike, some good fishing spots, and show you guys around, and we'll see how beautiful Southern Ontario actually is. Because honestly, a lot of people don't think it is. But you gotta find the beauty, and you gotta find the hidden gems. The good thing about creek fishing is usually the creek's pretty clear and you can actually see where there might be some fish, so you know where to cast your line. But today this water is just super murky, so it's unfortunate that I can't see through it and see if where I'm casting is going to have some fish or not. So it's really just blind luck at this point versus strategic placement. So I can only hope and guess, really. It's very zen, very calming. Nice day out. I don't know where the fish are at. join us next time, where we're gonna head out from here and make our way over to Port Stanley. Yeah, Southern Ontario is like way too big to backpack.
And it's like,
It's
if
just
it
not
was
doable.
Northern Ontario,
Oh, yeah, a little more doable. The problem is the camping sites in the Crown Land just like aren't available here. Like we found this piece, but there's a piece down this trail further and like kind of a weird hook up.
and
I
then-
wanted to camp there. There's no camping. It's part of the Elgin Trail. So we'll do that one in an individual kind of spin-off episode. But
and there's a few that like there's one more towards Windsor,
Yeah.
and then that's pretty much it. And
Yeah.
then it would be campsites from there on out.
Yeah.
Unless anyone has a piece of land that would let us camp on it.
we are very responsible with our fires. And I mean, we didn't burn this forest down, so
Yeah.
there's something. Anyways, let's go fishing, and we'll see you guys in Port Stanley.